I think I still got 3 minutes, but like I said, let's move quick. Alrighty. Here, let me set a timer here so keep myself in check. So how many of y'all have used AI before? Anybody in here? Okay, 1. Does any 2, 3, 4, 5? All right, good. All right, sounds like I have a, out of a couple people, that's not too bad. I guess I should probably. My name is Alex Smith. I work at the Kentucky Valley Educational Cooperative. I'm one of the holler boys. So I do some video work, do some coding, do some STEM. We visit schools and do a lot of STEM projects with students. I also do a lot of video projects. But here recently, within the last 3 years, AI has become big. So I'm trying to teach people about AI. So what's something for the folks who raised their hand, or even if y'all didn't raise your hand, what's something you use AI for, or something that you found it super useful for? Anybody want to talk about how they've used AI and maybe a way it's helped them? It's not cheating. If I just right off the bat, I know there's a preconceived notion that AI equals cheating, and that's not true unless you're using it for cheating. If you're using it to cheat, then sure, it's a tool for cheating. But I just think it's a tool. It's a tool that can possibly make our lives a little easier. So does anybody want to talk about the way you use AI? Come on.
Creating images.
Creating images? Or you create like funny images, creating images for a classroom, or just whatever?
Whatever.
All right, perfect. Had a lady in the last class, she had a porch goose. Anybody know what a porch goose is? She used it to name the porch goose. And I was like, the name was Clementine. I wish I would have had a picture of it. One other thing that lady also wanted to do, she was a fun time. She wanted to create a tattoo using AI. So I asked it to create a tattoo with nature imagery, and without any specific prompts, we created a nice little tattoo. So for folks into tattoos and everything, there you go. It's a pretty nice tattoo, I thought. All right, but that's enough of that. We'll go ahead and get rocking and rolling because I got a promise to keep to y'all. All right. So first off,
welcome to AI for Paraeducators.
Oh wow, that's a cool little video. That was all AI generated. For some of y'all that came in the first couple minutes of the class opening up, I was showing a lady how to create videos like this. You can create 8-second videos with sound already in them. You just let me know. If y'all aren't in a huge rush, it won't take 2 minutes and I can show y'all that. So, I'm going to just ask, anybody else want to share another way they've used AI? Whether it's writing emails? Anything? All right, well, I'll tell you how I've used AI. I just started a garden this year. And I've never gardened before, never in my life. Never gardened growing up, never did anything. I bought a bunch of seed packets. I just laid those seed packets out, took my phone, took a picture of those seed packets, put it in a ChatGPT. I said, I live in Hazard, Kentucky. I think I said it was like March 20th when I started it or something. I said, give me a spreadsheet so I know when to plant everything, right? It gave me the planting schedule for everything. It told me how deep to plant it. It gave me everything I needed. What if I needed to put Miracle Grow or anything. So it's pretty. I was telling everyone at work that I was getting into gardening, and they gave me a farmer's almanac, and I was like, I don't know how to read this. I had no clue. I was like, what's the moon shift? I didn't know what any of it meant. So AI was my friend there. All right, so super great tool. If you can use it professionally, personally, it shines in all things, I feel. So just real quickly, I know, most of us or all of us are paraeducators in here. Your focus, I know, in the classroom is like small group support, maybe some behavioral regulation. We had one paraeducator in the last class. His big thing was he was a translator for some foreign exchange students, and I was like, cool. And so he shared with the class how he used that. And then a connection. So you're kind of connecting the students to the teacher's lesson as the day goes on. So whenever I was creating this PowerPoint, I was trying to think of ways you all could use it. Let's say if you're sitting beside a student who's struggling that day. And ways y'all could use AI. So as we kind of go through some of our examples today, if you could think of a way you could use it, you may help someone else in the class. So feel free to like talk up and just let me know if there's something else we should try. Why this matters? Why does AI matter? Well, I want y'all to be able to spend less time on the paperwork and more time with your students. It's as simple as that. If you're sitting in the classroom doing some sort of task or just getting ready for a lesson plan and you're trying to learn this specific subject so you can better help the students, maybe we can use AI to speed that little learning process up so we can get back to helping those students learn a little better. Super important part of AI, use AI as a co-pilot or even a self-tutor. Man, I'm moving quick through this. I took 10 minutes in the last one. I want y'all to use AI kind of as like a co-pilot. Do y'all know what that means? Like, don't use AI to cheat. Use it to get you close to an answer, or don't let it lead your work. You're the final person who you get to be the deciding factor on if whatever was generated in AI, what that final form is before the student ever sees it. So use it as a co-pilot. Let it get you close to where you need to be. But always remember, it's always guided by your personal judgment. You are the pilot. Don't ever just like create something with AI and say, yep, that's it. Here you go, student. Learn from it. Because your responsibility, if you give that student something wrong, now they're in the wrong and they're going to get lost further along. They're going to fall between the cracks if we're not careful. So we've got to be careful. Quickly, I'll talk about what AI is. Is anybody scared of AI? Does anybody like hear AI and they're like, this is going to take over the world, take our jobs or anything?
It's not always true stuff either.
Yeah.
Never ran into some of that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was funny the other day, one of our coworkers, so like I'm like the AI expert in the office, and when, it was actually Pam, she's got a session on the other side of the room. She was using AI for something and it started spitting out like just gobbledygook. It was just like the U.S. government was founded this day and this is the last day. It was very strange. We then asked AI like, okay, what just happened? What did you say all that? And it was like, oh, sorry, technical glitch. So I was like, okay, whatever. We'll just ignore it. But it was very weird text and it was about like, gosh, it was like 200 pages long. It was horrible. And she was scared, but she's still using AI. She's okay now. But I just want y'all to know AI is not, they call it artificial intelligence. To call it that is almost wrong. It's more like a really superpowered autocomplete. So it's recognized the way humans speak and talk to each other, and it's able to generate content that kind of matches the way we would respond to something. So if I say hello, it knows you probably want to hear hello back or something similar. And down here at the bottom, these are kind of the tools we're going to talk about today. Has anybody used ChatGPT in here before?
You need to meet my daughter.
Why? She likes ChatGPT?
She would go in with this class.
Oh, really? Perfect. Awesome. Well, what does she do? Does she teach or do anything for a living? What's she doing?
She's a teacher.
Is she?
Preschool.
Preschool? Does she use it for any of her work? Perfect. Awesome. Well, I think that's great. I'm not against it. I think it's great as long as she's doing her due diligence and just double checking things as they get made.
Well, we have 3 and 4-year-olds, so you
Yeah.
more playful things.
Yeah, it's great. So me, I like it because has anybody ever just like been working on something and they just keep going to the same sort of structure every single time? I think AI is great almost as an out-of-the-box thinker. So let's say in my garden, I'm always planting my tomatoes the same way. I'm like, why does this never work? Why? And I'm just in this box. I can't think outside of it. I could ask ChatGPT, what's going wrong? Or how can I change this? It's going to give me probably a couple different ideas that I could try for my tomato plant. I'm sorry, I've got my tomato plants on the mind. They just turned red like last week, and I'm just excited to try them this weekend, okay? But yeah, so it's just like a really complicated autocomplete. It has no real thought. It just kind of outputs what it thinks you want to hear. So right now we're still safe. Robots aren't going to take over the world or anything. Just wanted to dispel some of that. And I want to talk about generative AI. Does anybody know what that kind of means? I mean, I know it's in like plain text here, but basically you're never going to get the same thing generated from AI. it doesn't copy content, it creates something new kind of every time you ask it. So you're never going to get the same thing twice. So if you get a really good response out of AI, you might want to keep it. Write it down somewhere, put it in a Google Doc, I don't know. But you're never going to get the same thing twice. I asked it the same thing, create me a poster showing the rain cycle for 3rd grade students. Created 2 similar looking graphics. It missed some labels on that one. And I would say it's probably still not great. Like I would find it confusing if I was a student. Like, all right, what do those labels mean? So it's still not great for like poster creation, but if you wanted something simple and you were a bit more specific than just create me a poster, maybe you'd get a better poster. I don't know. Something to try. All right, so now we're on to our tool section of the program. First off, we're going to talk about ChatGPT. We have some people that are familiar with it, have used it. It's basically just a chatbot. And what I mean by that is, let's go to ChatGPT real quick. All right, so we're here. We're at ChatGPT. When I say chatbot, it pretty much means it responds to text. So you just pretty much talk to it. So what do you need? What do you want out of it? So I'm just going to copy and paste my little format here. So I'll have a brainstorming example. I'm struggling to come up with ideas for this fun review game for my 4th graders about the water cycle. So I said, give me 5 ideas for a fun review game about the water cycle. Go to ChatGPT, I paste that in there, I minimize Chrome, and I hit enter. And there you go. I mean, you get 5 fun review games all listed out. So you got water cycle, relay race, cloudburst. And this is one of those things, like let's see what this game is. What's cloudburst balloon pop? Write water cycle review questions on slips of papers and put them inside balloons and inflate them. And then you take turns popping a balloon. That seems like a fun little like rain cycle game. I would, if I was a kid and my teacher was like, we're going to pop balloons today in class, I'd be like, all right, yeah, this is going to be fun. So that's actually, I like that. So great. So that's pretty much how you would use it to brainstorm. So if you're working beside a student and let's say they're struggling to find the answer to a question or something, maybe you could ask ChatGPT, I need a way to help this student, but I don't want to give them the answer. You can pull your phone out and just type that to ChatGPT real quick. And there you go. You have some new ideas for how you could help your student on a specific subject. Does anybody use ChatGPT on their phone? Yeah, on your phone? It's great on your phone because if you're ever working with ChatGPT on your phone, you can just talk to it. So, you know, I'm sitting up here and having to type. It's got a whole little microphone button and it will transcribe everything you say. And I know some of us have like really thick accents. It does a pretty good job. And even if it doesn't exactly understand everything you're saying, it'll get close and ChatGPT can figure out the rest. I mean, that's what it's good at, finding patterns. So, and another great feature about ChatGPT is if that student's struggling with something in the class, and let's say you have like a body of text, you can just pull your phone out and just take a picture of it. And then just say lower the Lexile level. And then have your student, you can have the student read from your phone. You could have them, or you could just like explain it to them. I don't know how that would work, but it would be, it's a tool, right? It's almost like the calculator. Y'all remember growing up and everyone always saying you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket, and now look at us. Yeah. Did you used to say that?
Camera neither. I don't have a TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad would not let us use calculator.
Oh, really?
Would not.
And now look at you. You got a calculator, a story.
As I said,
Yeah.
Telephone, TV, enter name it and take it.
It's your own little entertainment box right in your hands. I mean, it can do everything. And now it can. Oh well. Oh, I understand. I know this tech is it's something to see. So yeah, it's just a tool, and I probably use ChatGPT more on my phone than I do anywhere else because you can just take a picture of something and then you can understand it right there, super quick. See right here, there's my planting example. I was going to run that through there. Create me a simple planting schedule for tomatoes and peppers in Hazard, Kentucky. And for those who haven't seen, well, if I can copy and paste it. Like I said, we're going to move quick, but if y'all have any other examples or anything else you would like to see that you've not seen ChatGPT do, let's try it out, because if you have that question, someone else probably has it.
What does GPT stand for?
Haha, I don't even know that. What does GPT stand for? Stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Well, I should have known that, but yeah. So yeah, generate new text. It's pre-trained, so like I said, it's just a bunch of data that these guys in Silicon Valley have just trained it on. And a transformer, so it uses this architecture to spin its language into something we can understand. So it's pretty neat. All right. So basically, GPT is a really smart text-making machine that learned a ton before you ever met it. Okay, well, okay now. You don't have to talk down to me, but all right. So that's pretty cool. Anything else?
Yeah, if it's pre-trained, who trained it?
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, if you're pre-trained, who trained you? All right. Well, picture me like a chef who learned to cook by tasting millions of dishes before I ever served you a meal. My training came from lots of textbooks, a giant team of researchers, and a process called supervised fine-tuning. Oh, wow. So let's see, let's just scroll down. So I wasn't taught by a single person like a school teacher. I was shaped by a massive mix of data plus human judgment. Let's see, so if I ever... Okay, cool. So it's pretty neat. Anything else you want to run by AI? Any other questions? No? Anybody want to generate any images? Has anybody?
So fun. And when you put a picture in there and then you can write roast me underneath it, that is the funniest thing in the world. I sit and do that all the time.
Just roast me?
Yeah, but
So-
you have to have a picture. You have to put a picture in there.
I don't think I have any pictures on my...
It's hilarious.
I don't know if I want to be roasted in here.
It is so funny.
Oh, okay.
Roast somebody else. Roast
Well, okay, so I told you I have a twin brother. I do have if it will actually upload. I mean, we'll try. He's not in here, and he'll watch this video later when he's editing it. So this would be kind of fun. So I'm kind of here for this. All right, so let's see if it actually pulls the picture, and it's kind of a. All right, yeah. Let's just try it. Oh, don't generate image. All right, so roast this picture. Okay. Let's see. I hope it shows the picture, because darn it. No, it won't, because it's a raw photo from a, let's see. No, it's just headshot pictures that we took a long time ago. Darn it. It's so close.
It is very funny though.
That would have been so fun. Next time, I'll come prepared next time. But yeah, one of the things I tend to do, just to show people, you can you can get ChatGPT on your phone, like the actual app. And if you use the app, you can actually feed it, let's see.
I just signed up or got it online, so I'm a little confused.
Oh yeah, what are you confused about?
Why do I sign up?
Well, you don't, if you just want to start trying it, you don't have to sign up at all.
You can only do
Yeah.
so many things though a day.
Yeah, you can only do so much, and then if you sign up, you can personalize your ChatGPT.
Where'd she come from?
But you
Yeah.
don't have to, right?
No, you don't have to sign up. No, you can just ask it things right now. But if you're asking it something that you might want to know later, it's not going to save the conversation. So if you make an account, and it's free to make an account,
It is, okay.
then you can keep all your conversations you have with it. All right, so ChatGPT, pretty cool tool. Oh, we didn't generate an image, so I like to do this. Let's think of what's a crazy image. What's something we could generate maybe we've never seen before? Anybody? Like that lady in the last class generated a tattoo. So, I mean, what else? Come on, we got to think of something
Well,
fun.
I quilt,
Okay.
so like patterns, I guess.
Okay, so a quilting pattern, like let's get more specific. A quilting pattern, someone else throw something else out there. About what?
Pattern ideas, quilting.
Quilting ideas what? With what? Like animals, nature, Portuguese, tomatoes, ocean view,
Halloween.
Halloween. All right, so
Got Halloween stuff out at Walmart.
generate an image of a quilting pattern. Did you say ocean? I heard ocean or something.
Ocean.
Ocean what? What did you say? You said ocean breeze, ocean, just ocean?
A scenic view of the
Create an image of a cooling pattern with the scenic view of the ocean. I don't know. We'll try it. Creating with the scenic view of the ocean. I don't know. All right. So from here, I said generate an image, so it should know. But I'm just going to go ahead and hit my tools button and just say create image, just so it doesn't just not create an image. All right. And ChatGPT's image generation got a lot better, like early last year or late last year. So now this process takes like 4 or 5 minutes, but you're actually going to get like a pretty good image. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's move on to our next tool, which is Magic School AI. Who's used Magic School? Nobody? No? Huh? Yeah, Magic School. No one's ever used Magic School. Have you heard of Magic School? Okay. Have you heard of it? Okay. Well, it's a great tool. So take ChatGPT and kind of tune it to teachers a little bit, kind of. It's the best way to describe it. In the last class we made a resume using ChatGPT for me, and I know it's off topic, but I told it I was a bagger at Food City, which I was, and then I was a delivery driver at Perry Distributors. I wasn't a driver, but I was just like a helper, and it made me a really good resume. So if anybody's helping a student with a resume, ChatGPT has single-handedly knocked out all of these like resume builder websites. Like this, people just use ChatGPT anymore, and it makes. This was like with barely any information about me. So if you're going to do something like that, I recommend it. There were some ladies in the last class that are going to apply for a new job, so
So that has to be
helped her out.
downloaded also, correct?
What? The file?
The magic.
Oh no, Magic School is like pure like. Oh, you have to make an account for it, but I'll show you that right now. So Magic School. Let me go back to the home page. Oh well, if it works. Internet. Okay. All right. So Magic School is like ChatGPT. You have to have an account to use it. It's free to a point. You can do a lot with it for free, but you can't do everything. Like I said, it's just tuned to teachers. So you know how if I want to generate something for my 3rd grade class, I'm going to have to tell ChatGPT every single time, create this for my 3rd grade class. I need these standards or all these specific sorts of features. Magic School handles some of that for you. So now you don't have to think about your class, what grade level you teach. You can just say 4th grade, topic or standard objective. So it's already asking for more context. So we could just say world history for 4th graders. They love world history. And then additional criteria. So we could say we just went over, I don't know, the American Revolution last week or anything. So then it knows, okay, well let's throw a little more on top of the American Revolution. And then I already have it typed in to set it to Kentucky standards. Great. And let's say, for example, you're a district that already has your own set of standards. You can just upload those standards there. So there's all the context. You haven't had to think about it. You pretty much have a lesson plan, not planned out, but you have an idea of what you're looking for. You just hit generate. Because how many times have we used ChatGPT and we haven't gotten what we wanted out of it? We weren't specific enough with our prompts. It didn't know exactly what we wanted. Anytime we talk to ChatGPT, we have to treat it like a stranger because it doesn't know what we want. It doesn't know anything about us. It just tells us what it thinks we want to hear. And you got to be real specific. All right, so from here, let's look at this lesson plan. It's world history, exploring ancient civilizations. We got learning objectives, key points. It even has an opener. So beginning with a captivating question. Okay, and then an intro to new material. If we were to use this lesson plan, obviously you don't just want to go in and not have gave it its due diligence. Always check it out. Make sure it's going to test your students' rigor and it's actually where you are in your lesson. And the standards aligned. I don't really like the idea of just saying I want to put Kentucky standards in here. I like listing my standards because you're going to know what standards you're working on that week or that month. And so me personally, I'd have to go and double check these to make sure those were the right standards because AI does make stuff up sometimes. So just be aware of that. Other cool things you can use Magic School for. Let me go back to Magic School here in a second. The internet's being slow now. All right. So one big thing, if I have time, I'd like to go over it. So I'm still gonna get y'all out of here. YouTube video questions. Does anybody ever generate like quiz questions using YouTube or anything similar to that effect? Magic School will do that, but you have to put the transcript in. It's a real complicated process. On that paper, there's a tool called Brisk, and it's a Google extension. Probably not going to talk about it. You can create YouTube videos from just the video itself, and it will like take it to your Google Doc. Brisk is a super great tool that if you're a Google Chrome user, well, it's phenomenal. All right, so let's try one more. So let's say my students were reading the Gettysburg Address, and my student just can't, they're not at that reading level. They're struggling with it a little bit. There's one tool on here. Let's see, I'll just type it in because I can't seem to find it. So it's called Text Leveler, right there. So Text Leveler, we click into that tool, my student reads 5th grade level, right? And let's just go ahead and pull this Gettysburg Address in. All right, I'm not even going to paste it. I'm just going to paste the link in because I'm trying to make this easy. I'm trying to save time, right? So I'm just going to say post the original text here. I just posted the link. I don't know if this will work. We're going to try it. 5th grade. Let's get the Gettysburg Address to a 5th grade reading level because you know Gettysburg Address has all that talk. All right, and so here we go. We have the Gettysburg Address to level 5. Ugh. You know what? I don't know if that really worked.
You'd have to put it in and then say rewrite it at a
Yeah.
5th grade reading level.
Well, what I might have to do is actually grab. Oh, these are like different versions of it or something. Let's see. All right, so 4 score. Yeah, here we go. So I'll just grab that text, right? I'm just going to copy that text and let's try that again because that was not very successful. So 5th grade reading level, and then paste the original text. So the fact we're using Magic School, it's going to handle the context of saying, hey, ChatGPT, I'm going to paste this text in here. Can you lower it to 5th grade level? That's where Magic School comes in. It handles that context for you. So all you have to do is give it your content. So here we go. 5th grade reading level. We just posted the Gettysburg Address in here. All right, so a new nation, 407 years ago, our fathers created a nation on this land built on freedom and dedicated to the idea that people are equal. All right, and if we go back to the Gettysburg Address, a little different. So now the original was 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. A little simpler, a little more simple for the 5th grader. Maybe they don't know what some of those words mean. So pretty nice little tool. So if you're ever working with a student and they're struggling to read a text, you're not going to be able to pop an image in like you could with ChatGPT. But if you have the text like somewhere digital, you can just copy and paste it into Magic School. So pretty nice tool there. And then I got another tool that I kind of like better than Magic School because let's say we like this text leveler. We can't take this any further in Magic School. Magic School is a kind of a freemium. They call it, I think freemium is the word, where it's free to a point. So from here, if we wanted to do anything else with this document, we had to take into another GPT, start over with this text leveler, because you have to upgrade. Like I can't click down here. It says customize in Plus or Enterprise, which is like another $10 a month. Buddy, do you know how much teachers make? I can't afford that $10. I'm not going to do that. So I've got this other tool. So let's try that out. So go back to my PowerPoint. That tool's called Conmigo. Anybody familiar with Khan Academy? Khan Academy? Yeah, it's a great. Back when I was in high school, I would use it to study for like a chemistry class because I just thought my chemistry teacher just couldn't explain it to where I needed it. So Khan Academy was great because they had videos that simplified a lot of that for me, and I was actually able to understand chemistry, and I'm not a great science student. So here I am. I'm on Conmigo, which I just Google it and I get here. Great thing about Conmigo, completely free for teachers. And you don't even have to use your teacher email. I'm using my Google email and it thinks I'm a teacher. So, woo, it's completely free. I don't even have to prove that I'm a teacher. And from here, we can generate booklets, class newsletters, clear directions. So already, if you compare Khan Amigo and Magic School, immediately you're like, wow, they look pretty similar. They're just toolkits. They just take ChatGPT or any of these chatbot AIs and they handle that context for you. What are you looking for? All right, we're at the 30-minute mark. I'm gonna move quicker, y'all. I'm gonna move a little quicker. So, yeah, so they just handle that content for you, that context. So you can do a lot here, and I'm gonna show my favorite part about it. So, same thing. Well, wait, hang on a second. So if we go back to that text leveler, so we're in Khan Amigo. They have a text leveler tool as well. We'll go here, text title, Gettysburg, Getty. We'll just call it Getty because I don't want to type that. What's the new reading level? Let's do 3rd grade. Let's make it even simpler. And this works, and let's post our text in here. Yeah, I still have it. Perfect. Hit start. All right, so here's Getty, the 3rd grade revision of Getty. I should have probably called it Gettysburg Address. All right, so it really simplified for me right here. It's just one paragraph. A long time ago, people started a new country because they wanted everyone to be treated fairly. I mean, wow, I didn't know you could get the Gettysburg Address to one single paragraph. Later, there was a big fight called a Civil War to see if the country could stay together. Wow, I mean, that's history. That's pretty neat. So there you go, a 3rd grade revision, but let's say I don't like that. In Magic School, we would have had to take that text, and put it in another GPT or put in a Google Doc to edit it. Here we can edit it live. This is a live document. We'll just edit it how we want. And let's say I didn't like this paragraph. I can go over here to the right. I can make changes to this, or I can try something different. I don't like this paragraph at all. So let's just hit try something different. Khan Academy is then going to regenerate our revision. So many years ago, people created nations so that everyone could have equal rights. Later, a great conflict called the Civil War happened to decide if a nation would remain united. Basically, the same sentence, just reworded. So from here, you could edit your entire document here, and when you're done, you just hit export. And when you export it, you can make it a Word document, a PDF, a Google Doc. So any of those systems, like my office, we all do Google Docs. I could save it to my Google Drive, and everyone in my office would have access to it. Done. Easy. If you're working directly with a teacher, you save it to the Google Drive, drop it to them, they have access to it. Bada bing, bada boom. Or if you're working in a one-to-one classroom, student has Google Classroom, upload it to Google Drive, send it to them on Google Doc, or send it to them on the classroom. It's pretty neat. I mean, I like Khan Amigo. I'm still kind of working with it. I've just learned about it literally Monday. My boss saw like a 60-second documentary about it, and I like it because it's free. I like free tools. Free tools are my favorite. And I like it when they work good too. All right, so I did have this exercise. We're not going to worry about it. Anybody, I want to talk about this briefly, real brief. So anybody concerned about student privacy if they're like putting in personal information in any of these AI systems? I would worry if you're doing that in like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, but if you're using like Magic School or Khan Amigo, they claim to be FERPA compliant. So basically what that means, if you give them personal information, it's not going to feed the next version of Khan Amigo or Magic School. ChatGPT, anything you give it, it's going to feed the next version of ChatGPT. So if you tell ChatGPT today, my name's Alex Smith, here's my social security number, nothing's stopping them from next, ChatGPT 5, I'm asking them, who's Alex Smith that lives in Hazard? And it gives them my social. I mean, I'm not saying it's not that simple, but these other tools claim they don't take your data and reuse it. So take that with a grain of salt when you're talking about these big data plants, but it's pretty neat. Yeah, definitely take it with a grain of salt. But if you're going to use the system, because I mean people are going to do it. I mean you can warn them not to. They're going to do it. But I just need to put this warning out there. Magic School and Khan Amigo claim to be the safest with any sort of personal data like that. So take that with what you will. Context matters. We kind of went into that already. The more specific you are with the prompt, the happier you're going to be with what you get. We won't talk about that. Q&A. All right, let me show you 2 more tools, and then I'll let you go, right? Is there any other questions about AI before I show these tools? Anybody want to try anything? Want to go back and see that quilting pattern? We want to go see that? Huh? All right, you want to see it? All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and pop it up here. I mean, that's, I don't know if it's a quilting pattern, but it's something. I don't know a lot about quilting either, so it's pretty neat, I guess. It's pretty. But kind of looks like, yeah, kind of looks like a mosaic in the church, or was like a stained glass window. I don't know. Not too, maybe more specific. Maybe it was too complicated for it. It's image generation. The image generation with ChatGPT is good, but it still has a road ahead of it. All right, so 2 more tools I want to talk about. Does anybody in here make a lot of presentations? Anybody in here making presentations? All right, we're not going to talk about this tool. Unless you do, I need to know. All right, good. All right, I'm not going to waste your time. I won't talk about it. But if you do want to know, it's called Gamma App. It's on your worksheet. It tells you everything you need. Another tool called Notebook LM. We won't talk about it, but if you are really into podcast, you can tell it something you're interested in, and it can generate a podcast for you. And it's like, it feels like 2 people actually talking about a topic, and it's pretty neat. It's called Notebook LM. It's a Google tool, so as long as you have a Google account, it's free to use, and it can be about any subject. Just to quickly show you how quickly you can throw something together, this will take a minute. You try Notebook LM. Here's all my notebooks. You hit Discover Sources, and you just tell it, I want to learn about, I don't know, dinosaurs. And it's automatically going to pull sources about whatever topic I was talking about. And you pull it into this notebook, and then you can talk to a personalized AI about whatever content you have. So if you're struggling with something and you have all these documents that explain this certain thing, you can just throw them in here. But all right, so let's look at these sources. We got Smithsonian Magazine, that seems useful. Mesozoic history, pretty good. The Jurassic period, and you can click on all these links and go to these sources. I'm just going to say I trust them. All right, cool. And then, all right, now we have a personalized AI we can talk to just about dinosaurs. Huh, that's pretty cool. I don't know. Whenever I was in grade school, man, I would have loved this. I would have been talking to this thing all day. And now, we'll go ahead and start generating a podcast so we can have something by the end. So, I didn't give it any prompt. I just said generate an audio overview, and we'll come back to that in a minute, and I'll show you that little feature. All right, so we showed Notebook LM, some of it. Anybody ever use Suno? Anybody ever heard of Suno? Ha, okay, cool. This is fun then. All right, so Suno is a AI music generator. So it can make music, it can automatically make the beats, it puts the words in. So I asked Suno, I said, a country song about paraeducators learning about AI. And so it made a song for me. No prompting, I didn't give it lyrics, I didn't give it anything. It called it Chalkboard Dreams, and this is a soft harmonica swells country storytelling with finger-picked guitar. All right, let's give it a listen. Let's just see. I've not listened to this yet, so all right, let's just try it out. And the lyrics are here to the side, so it generates everything.
Down in the classroom, dust in the air, whiteboards hum with lessons to share. But today's talk ain't the usual tune. Circuits and codes beneath the moon. Chalkboard dreams now lit by screens. Educators chasing what it means. Teaching hearts, learning new starts. AI's the spark that loves the art.
It's all right. I don't know about it. It's a decent tune, but I don't know if I would be listening to it. Sometimes it can make some pretty good songs. Like I had to make a new teacher anthem the other day, and it was, I think this was like a hip hop tune. So when you make the music, you tell it what genre you want.
step into the room, all eyes on the prize. New teachers rising, watch the sparks fly. Fresh faces, fresh starts, hearts open wide. Kentucky Valley crew, now's your time to thrive.
That's a bop. I listen to that every day. I listened to it on my way in this morning. So this is a fun tool. I think y'all would love this. Students would love it. You can start every day listening to some AI generated beats. But it's cool. So after you make a song, you can just download it. And I mean, I've made my friends happy birthday songs. I mean, I make them all sorts of goofy little songs, but we won't have to listen to those right now.
I have a cousin in Indiana that writes hers, and she puts it on there.
Yep.
She does the music and so on because she doesn't have any talent with music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
She wants and all that, and it just makes it up for her.
yeah, it's so cool because like right here, this is just describe the song. So this is just generating a whole new song from nothing. You have the lyrics button, and then you just put your own lyrics in here. I mean, then you select what style you want, what sort of like tunes. Done. I mean, it's.
She has some pretty songs that she's written.
I guarantee it. Yeah, it's a really nice tool, and I think if it knew the words, it probably could. I feel like it sounds very AI-ish, but it sounds a lot better than it did last year. So, you have to make an account to use Suno, but you get like 10 free songs a day. So, I mean, what's the harm? It's pretty fun. So you can download them, send them to your friends. If you like, you could do the whole Google Classroom thing. If you want to, if a student responds to music, maybe this is the way they learn. You could have ChatGPT make you the lyrics, and then there you go. You could have Suno make the song. I mean, there's whenever I use AI with other AIs. Like I'll use ChatGPT to make a song, and then feed the song into here and use it there, or anything, whatever. I mean. You can use AI however you choose. Let's see if this AI, no, that's not done. All right, but that's Suno. Suno's a really great, fun tool. It's just suno.com. It's on your worksheet or your notes. We got Brisk Teaching, which is that Google Chrome browser I was talking about, but if you use Google Chrome, it's literally the best because everything's tied to your Google platform. So if you go to generate a quiz from a YouTube video, I mean, it's instant. It just creates it right there. Like here, if you install Brisk and you do everything with it, you get this nice little button down here on the bottom of your screen, and it knows I'm on a Google Slides, and I just want to create. Let's say I want to create a quiz for my slide today. So we're all going to take a quiz. Sorry, y'all. It's going to be. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it for second graders, and it's going to be 10 questions, and I hit brisket. Every time I say it, I get hungry. So we brisked it, and then what it does is it opens a Google form. And okay, I was going to say, are you going to make it? And AI Paraeducators Understanding Technology. And right there, we already have a quiz. Sure, it's only useful if you use Google Form, but I'm sure you could probably get it to spit this out to like a Google Doc you could actually print off. But that's pretty neat. All right, so I think that's all the tools I have. Let's see if this is done. It's not. Is there anything else anybody would like to see with AI before we close? I'm getting you out about, I don't know, 10 minutes early. It's not great, but it's something. If anybody has any more questions, feel free to come up here. I'll hang you out till like 3 o'clock. Thank you all. Appreciate y'all.